You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1327 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. Happy Halloween. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed right here on this podcast. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, we've got all the latest moon news, the oldest dog in the world, Heidi Klum, real-life tractor beams, AI regulation, public brawls, good AIDS news, which is rare, and much more to discuss.
You say good AIDS news?
Yeah, surprisingly, right?
Good AIDS news.
Good AIDS news.
That's impressive. And Pat's now a father of two. Check out his and Kate's social media if you want to catch up with the latest on them. Congrats.
Wearing the hat for the boy.
Nice.
Representing Chicago. Pat.
I found out through Chaps' tweet. That,
He announced it first, huh?
yeah.
First on Twitter, I think.
Let him get the honors.
It's a bold move.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you fellas doing? You ready for this Halloween episode?
Yeah, I'm good. Feeling good. Feeling spooky. I just watched a really fucked up horror movie, Where Evil Lurks. It's an Argentine film that was getting a lot of buzz. It just came out. I think it's definitely free on Shudder, which is like a channel you can pay for on Amazon. That's like all horror films. That's where I watched it. But it's intense. It's kind of like High Tension, which has been talked about in the Discord, patreon.com/hard factor in the Discord. It's that like intense.
Excellent movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, intense. Well, it's
That hat fits you really good, Mark.
Well, I'm purposely wearing it on top.
Okay.
I can put it down if you want. Yeah, I'm purposely wearing it like this.
Okay.
It's like an homage, like Dan Aykroyd in those assets.
Gotcha.
You know, like it's like
The Bears. Okay.
The Bears. Come on, I'm wearing
Gotcha.
it like that on purpose.
Okay. Sorry.
It's also not it's not fully like I can go way.
Oh, you got some more
I
rings.
can go way.
So it really
look how puffy my hair is.
Yeah, your hair is
Style,
getting fluffy. Yeah.
stylistic choice.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like resting it on my poofy hair.
Okay.
Yeah, the big
I like
hair
it.
takes up more space inside the hat.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that as I grow it out for the first time.
But I knew it was kind of goofy looking, but I went with it.
I like
Looks-
it.
Yeah, it looks great. No, it is now I get it. Now I get the homage.
Yeah.
At first I just thought, wow, that hat's a little too tight.
It's a little tight. I got a few buttons. I can
What the hell
go
is
4 more
Mark
buttons. No, I'm good.
Good.
What are
Nice.
you guys? What are you guys doing? You going trick or treating with the kids or anything?
Yes. Oh, and speaking of that, because we tape the podcast the day before it releases.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's live stream taping on youtube.com/hard factor news will be half an hour earlier, 7 p.m. Eastern
Right.
time, just so we can give out candy, on Halloween night.
Exactly.
We got to be good neighbors, right? You can't
Of course.
tape the pod while the whole neighborhood's out getting candy.
Sorry, no candy. We're taping a offensive pod.
Right.
Yeah.
Seems selfish, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have the kiddo, so I don't know if I'm gonna be the lonely guy in the neighborhood handing out Halloween candy by himself, or what I'm gonna be doing.
You should be. Yeah, you're gonna be that guy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a storm door installed today, so I can leave the door open and like see when people are coming, and just like it's like
Oh, that makes it way better. Yeah.
yeah.
Just try to scare 'em.
Opening and shutting the door every time gets annoying. Yeah. Are you gonna like freak them out? Wear your satanic robes or anything?
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably gonna just turn off all the lights and go into my bedroom and not do a goddamn
Leave a
thing.
bowl outside.
Yeah, I'll leave a bowl outside. Yeah.
That's the move.
Go
Leave a
collect
bowl
it after 30 minutes when
Yeah.
people take the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna make some kid's night who steals most of the bowl.
Gavin in the live chat, which you can get involved on youtube.com/hard factor, says, did you make sure that door is hail proof? Out too soon, Gavin.
Dude,
Yeah.
so the storm doors are great. It's like one of those guys that were retractable. Like I got it for the dogs, so they can have something they can like sit there and look out, and like, it's like a window to the world for the dogs. But I went on Thumbtack and like found a guy, like a local handyman, and it was between two handymen. One of them had like 2,000 reviews. Another guy had like 15 reviews, but all of his reviews are good. He's up and coming, starting his business out. I
Hey,
decided
you got to start somewhere, right? You know,
I decided I was
with a million
somehow.
reviews. Yeah,
I decided I was going to hire this guy.
nice.
Big mistake.
Oh.
Didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Those could have been all fake reviews.
He eventually got it installed, but I have a gap that's about an inch between the bottom of my door and the
where the rain comes in,
where the scorpions get in.
where the bugs get in.
So now I got to buy an extender, and I was like, he's like asking me if it looks good. I'm like, dude,
No,
I don't know.
send him a picture. Yeah,
I will. I'll send you a picture of the gap.
He'll come back and fix it.
No, that's what he said, but I don't want him anywhere near my house anymore.
Right.
Nice guy, really nice guy, but he clearly didn't. This is the first time he's ever installed a storm door.
Right. What were the other things he had been reviewed for? Was it
like it was like he should have. It was like he built like decks, like he built like
no chance.
He's a handy guy. I mean, he
right,
knows
but hanging doors is a whole different ball game, and a storm door, I'd imagine, is like.
As soon as he started reading the instructions, I was like, oh no.
No.
He's like, it'll take about 45 minutes. He was here for 3 hours.
Oh.
If you have a handyman that breaks out the instruction booklet, you fucked up.
Yeah, dude. I was like trying to be a good guy.
You could have done it.
I probably I definitely
probably could have done it as good.
I could have done it as good, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It would have taken me maybe an extra hour. I could have done it as well, but I didn't have like it anyway. Damn. I'm a little annoyed, but I'll get an extender. It'll be fine.
You could stick your toes through the storm door and scare the kids.
I could
stick it through the little divider.
I could literally
stick your little toesies out there.
Could literally stick my toes through the gap.
Yeah, paint a little fake blood on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look down. It's a Halloween gag.
No, he actually installed it perfect for Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's the bright side.
Right. Yeah. You guys want to do some news? Party time?
Yeah. Let me hit the button here. Where is it? 3 man. 3 factor.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. This is real news. Hi, welcome.
Those glasses towards the end are sick.
Welcome. Yeah, start off some good news, as Will said. Good news for AIDS and HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, which has killed over 700,000 Americans since it began, and I don't know how many Africans, millions. Will can probably tell me a more exact number because it's
tons. I don't know the number, but a whole bunch worldwide. A whole lot. Yeah,
that's a lot. But scientists are now saying they think they're months away from a total cure. The Daily Mail is reporting that 3 patients in California have been injected with the genetic material along with an enzyme called CAS9. Don't worry, I'm not going to get too into it because I didn't understand it. That early studies, yeah, exactly. That early studies suggest can splice sections of the virus DNA that become lodged in human cells. So basically, it's like the final cleaning of these HIV cells. Are being eliminated by this new technique. It's called CRISPR technology, gene editing technology. Yeah. And they think that this is it. They think this is apparently these 3 patients that have already been subject to the testing, totally clear of HIV, which is awesome.
How the hell did Magic Johnson do it?
Yeah, I was going to say, did they secretly do it on Magic?
Yeah. Did he not tell anyone about this? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing, Mark, is this new technology, which is already around for chronic disease treatment, and has been applied to other diseases. No, it's insanely expensive if you don't have insurance. So don't tell Africa about this.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Magic just got all the newest, best drugs.
They're not going to get any of this.
Got 78,000 transfusions until it was gone. 40 million, over 40 million have died from AIDS. That's rough.
Yeah, and that's bad one, mostly in Africa. Like for instance, Novartis launched a gene therapy that uses the same technology that it treats like a muscle wasting disease, and if you don't have insurance, that's 2.125 million per treatment. So it's not going to be cheap. But if you're rich, bye AIDS, bye HIV. So there
Isn't that how it usually works?
Yep, it is.
You're ultra rich. Yeah.
All right,
that's right.
So, man, it's good for rich people with AIDS.
50 years from now, everyone will have it.
Right.
Everyone will have
like a flat screen TV.
Exactly. Will.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You guys can start bareback and chicks and dudes in about 20 years. You guys that are poor,
That's right. Yeah.
25 years. Get
Yeah.
rid of the rubbers. Don't even.
We'll probably
ask.
have a new STD
Don't even
by
ask.
then,
Yeah,
but
right.
you know.
But who knows? Maybe they can apply this technology to cancer, which would be awesome. I don't know, but it's promising technology. Is I guess. Is the
It's
biggest
gene
takeaway.
editing. This is the CRISPR is the thing that they used, I think, to help to like make clones as well. Like, and then it's the thing that theoretically you could sort of like select the traits of your child before it's born.
Right. It's the thing that Republicans hate because it's like playing God, I guess, or something. I don't know. They're probably against it. The religious Republicans.
Maybe they
would
could
assume.
make a bigger
no
hat.
idea, but
With stem cells and all that shit. Yeah.
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 Don't know what
technically-
goes into CRISPR. I just know it's gene editing. Yeah.
That's one field where I don't hate technology advancing is in medical.
No, they should just start cloning humans, keep them in a big, storage facility. Whenever someone needs an organ, then they can harvest it. It's perfect. Just
What
keep
could
the
go
brains
wrong?
out.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Remember back in August, guys, that brawl that happened on that Alabama dock with the
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the video. I'm going to play it with no sound. So there was a dock worker. There was a pontoon boat that was parked in a place where a tourist riverboat was supposed to be parked. The dock worker was like, "Yo, you got to move the boat." And then he was attacked by a bunch of white people. Yeah.
Like,
he
they
threw
were
his
just
hat.
drunk
He threw his
guys.
hat, which is the symbol for it's on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we threw it so high that everybody saw. And then just a bunch of drunk dudes, obviously coming off their boat, probably drinking all day, and they just attacked this poor security guard.
There's a
6-on-1, 7-on-1.
Right there, it's like 6-on-1, and then some people from the boat and some of his coworkers. One of them jumped in the water, swam over there to get involved.
Yeah, that guy was awesome. About to see him.
Guy
This guy swam over. It's hilarious.
Jumps out like the Avengers.
This is not the full video, but anyway, it became kind of like a black on white kind of racist fight, basically.
Kind of.
Well,
the
security guard was a black dude, and it was a boat full of white people that
it
attacked
became
him.
pretty racial. It appeared from a distance, and some people were arrested, and some of them finally got their comeuppance. And I believe, see the girl in the purple shirt there that kind of attacked him at the end. I think that's one of the women that was just sentenced. Her name is Mary Todd, and she pled guilty to misdemeanor. Let me see here. Mary Todd, she copped to a misdemeanor harassment charge, and she'll have to enroll in anger management courses. And then this guy.
Let's go around the room. What are you here for? I was in the most famous brawl of 2023.
Yeah. And then this guy who got the shit kicked out of him, I'm pretty sure, but he was one of the main guys, Richard Roberts. He's going to serve 32 days behind bars, and 100 hours of community service. But the rest of the big players have yet to be sentenced. Like the guy who used a chair.
The guy who chair shot at the woman in the head.
Reggie Roy, he's got third-degree assault charges, I think. And then there's this guy. These three are the last ones.
That guy's drunk.
Yeah, that guy's drunk. These are the big guys that they're going to be, go to jail for a much longer time. So
their mugshots are not very flattering in terms of
No, they look like people you would think would be
pieces of
guilty of
shit.
drunkenly beating somebody.
Yeah, they got white robes in their clousets.
I mean, even the black guys was not flattering. I'm just saying they all look like assholes. Yeah.
I mean, the black guy hit a woman over the head who was on the ground with a chair.
Like a WWE style. There was
like a fat white woman.
Funny just in our Discord was like, did you see? She just was taking chair shots like mankind.
She was sitting on the beach like a fat toddler, like a fat toddler on the beach with her legs extended, and he's just hammering her with a chair.
It was like the attitude there of WWE. He was just chair shotting her.
Retribution has its limits in the eyes of the law, right? Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. So they're getting it done. We'll keep you posted on what the bigger players get. But
it honestly sounds like they handled it pretty fairly based on the video, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think they really they got the people that started it, that threw the first punch, that were instigating it, and then the chair guy.
Yeah. If you watch the video, that's pretty much
yeah.
Everybody else is kind of just caught in the melee,
Right. You can throw out some anger managements here and there, but the big players get,
Yeah. So I got a couple more stories. We'll get to them later.
Sounds good.
Nice. All right. Well, let's move it along then. Just a couple of mentions of trending news and stuff that we didn't talk about yesterday. Congressman by George Santos pleaded not guilty for his numerous fraud and other charges last Friday. So just wanted to,
Do you think he can like
Obviously.
plead not guilty and like get away with it because his name isn't George Santos? He's like,
no,
a
I mean, it's
loophole.
still him.
Yeah. It's like,
So I
well,
think
George Santos might have done it,
Right.
but I
Zimmerman did that. That was Andrew
Yeah.
Zimmerman, not George Santos. I'll tell you. No, I mean, I think he strikes me a lot like SBF. Somebody will talk about later in the show.
Okay.
Also, something that happened over the weekend. Tyson Fury got worked by Francis Ngannou in boxing, but still was awarded a questionable split decision in the end. Mark or Wes, did you guys watch that fight? Or
No, just the highlights.
Just the
And,
highlights. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like Ngannou. I mean, he absolutely did more damage. Put it that way.
yeah, I mean, the knockdown was impressive.
And
The
the
knockdown was
pictures-
kind of the knockdown wasn't that he like kind of like it was almost like a rabbit punch kind of knockdown. It didn't like it wasn't like a clean blow.
The knockdown was not great, but if you look at the aftermath,
Right.
Tyson Fury looks like he was in a truck accident, like a car collision.
Yeah, he
And
was
Ngannou
rattled.
has absolutely no damage. He wasn't even really touched the entire fight. And the most damage Tyson Fury did was an illegal elbow to Ngannou. Like
Right.
like,
He
one
wins
guy
on
damaged
points
the other guy way
again.
more.
He wins on points again. I think it's pretty obvious why he's been ducking Usyk all this time now. But Ngannou Fury 2 will probably be great. Hopefully Francis knocks him out. I mean, just because I don't know.
Fury might want to take it a little more seriously.
Yeah.
I like Tyson Fury. When he came to fame, who did he beat?
I liked him before he started ducking Usyk. He's been ducking Usyk for like 5 years.
Who did he win the title from? It was a great fight. Because was it
Wilder?
He had a
maybe-
trilogy with Wilder, but I think it was
He had the
before
trilogy
that.
with Wilder,
Yeah.
but he got the title before it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua. No, he never actually got to box him because Joshua fell off a cliff.
Anyway.
Anyways, Tyson Fury, chinks in the armor for sure. More recently, Bungie, you guys know that game developer, they delayed
Yeah.
the final chapter of Destiny 2 after already taking a ton of pre-orders. So they're down bad. They blamed the delays on massive layoffs. So they're just being laid off to the point where they can't release their games that people have already paid for. So
That's not good. That's bad for Bungie. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
terrible.
I don't think they've
excuse.
officially blamed it
Yeah.
on the layoffs, but I mean that's the word.
I was gonna say that's the
word on
worst
the
excuse
internet.
I've ever heard.
And Wes,
Yeah.
you're probably thinking of one of the greatest heavyweights of our generation before Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko. He beat
Maybe that was
Klitschko.
it. Yeah.
That's who he took the title from. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the worst news of all, America is potentially inching closer to war with Iran, according to odds makers. And German-Israeli concert goer Shani Luke was confirmed beheaded by Hamas, as we had feared would be her fate when we talked about the video that they did. with
Beheaded.
her. Yeah,
They beheaded
they
her.
went all the way. Yep,
Oh.
Didn't they send the video to her mom too?
her family, I
some-
believe.
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah, and look, there's a lot of people dying in Gaza for Palestine that are innocent people as well. It's terrible. Hamas is pieces of shit, and the stuff going on.
Oh, it's all
Israel,
bad,
Gaza
yeah.
sucks. It's all bad. It's
All bad. Netanyahu was like confirming this is time for holy war. That's what he said on Monday. So, anyways, back to
it's
fun
ramping up.
news.
Well, hang
Yeah,
on. I know how we beat Iran.
Hmm.
We send over gay soldiers, and they won't want to be anywhere near them.
Right,
Um,
they will not engage. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Just
just send over naked gay soldiers, and it's
rainbow
over.
camo.
Yeah, we're gonna like drop gays out of the sky, fly over them, and just like parachuting naked.
TV's
Oh my
playing
God.
gay porn.
Yeah,
Well, my work.
Might work.
My work. Back to fun news though. Messi won the Ballon d'Or, best soccer player for the year. Playoff
Comeback.
Leonard Fournette has landed on a playoff team, the Buffalo Bills. And probably the best trending news of all today, Heidi Klum has joined Britney Spears in posting barely allowable nudes on Instagram. I can show it to you guys because she's covering up, but there it is. Heidi posted 2 days ago on IG, the calm before the storm, 3 days to hashtag Heidi Halloween 23. My motto this Halloween, go big or go home. And then she's just laying naked on her couch.
Way to go,
And
Heidi.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you can't see much. It's a little disappointing. I'm gonna
You
be-
can't
It's
see
like Ngannou's
much.
knockdown.
Wes.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can't see much, but it has many wondering, is Heidi Klum the hottest woman over 50 on planet Earth?
Whoa.
That's what
Her
a lot of people
or
are wondering.
what's the British actress that Hugh Grant used to fuck?
Oh yeah.
Elizabeth Hurley?
Elizabeth Hurley has some very sultry and very good looking over 50.
Selma Hayek would like a word.
Yeah.
Well, right. So there's many who would like a word. Halle Berry, J-Lo, Salma Hayek, Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and Elizabeth Hurley. A few more in there, depending on, on your personal
Cameron
preferences.
Diaz.
But
Yeah.
Heidi Klum, I mean, it's hard to beat.
Yeah.
And she's
She's-
partying this Halloween. So
She's a gorgeous lady.
I just like to think about her partying this Halloween.
Who's the chick from Modern Family too? That just broke up with Joe Magdalene.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Sophia Vergara.
Yeah.
She's another one in that list of over 50 hotties. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Heidi Klum, it's hard to beat. Boy, to be a fly on the wall at that Halloween party.
That's good. She's looking good.
Yeah. Looking at Heidi's pics makes me feel like I'm caught in a tractor beam, like I can't move because she's
Like
too
an alien
mesmerizing.
abduction.
Yeah, like an alien abduction. And while that sounds like something straight out of Star Wars, because it is, scientists in 2023 are actually developing real life tractor beams. Not joking. To deal with the immense amount of space trash that we've created in Earth's orbit. So
what is a tractor beam? It holds something in place and then brings it towards you, like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat's move.
From a distance, it can hold something in place, and a tractor beam, as in the movies, it like sucks you in, like Darth Vader gets you in the tractor beam, and
because like a tractor beam on a tractor does not do that on a farm. This is like a sci-fi tractor beam, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Tractors on a farm, I think they just have wheels and they carry,
They just have normal lights
stuff.
potentially.
Right.
This
is a beam, tractor beam.
Okay.
And it's being called the electrostatic tractor. That's the name of this device. It's basically just a solar powered space drone that will use electrostatic attraction to nudge discontinued space junk, or like satellites that have gone bad, safely, beyond the orbit.
I like it.
Yeah, it's great. But which will
It's
then
like
probably
the magnets in the ocean that are getting plastics.
Yeah, that's true. It's a lot like that. And then cleaning it up. But when you discard your space trash like beyond your orbit, it could end up washing up on some alien beach planet somewhere, becoming like the interstellar version of tossing your beer cans out the car window while you're driving. Like
you better hope that like whoever's in charge of the intergalactic planet isn't like a environmental nut.
Right. Yeah, they don't want all of our empties washing up.
Right.
So you don't know. The electrostatic tractor, guys, is designed by a guy named Hans-Peter Schaub at CU Boulder, and plans to use a servicer spacecraft. So this thing is it's like a drone, space drone, basically equipped with an electron gun that would fire negatively charged electrons at a dead target satellite. And then those electrons would give the target, the dead satellite, a negative charge, while leaving the servicer drone with a positive charge. And so the electrostatic attraction between the two would keep them locked together, but separated by a distance of about 65 to 100 feet. So it can like grab on, shoot a beam at something, grab onto it and hold it there like 65 to 100 feet away from itself. And then it can push it out.
I mean, this doesn't exist. Tractor beams are sci-fi.
No, they've developed the technology for sure. They're saying that they don't have the funding yet to make the machine.
It also seems not very economical. Like one piece here and there. They should just.
It seems like this guy's trying to get a hilarious government NASA contract. Of
course,
Oh, for sure. He's trying to
get rid of all your
funding.
space trash for $20 trillion.
Take you millions of years to do it this way.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
The thing is you got to do something, because we've already got so much junk outside of space, mostly created by the United States. It's technically a constant risk to all new space operations, because we've been collecting trash in Earth's orbit since the 50s, and we plan to make a lot more in the near coming years.
We're building
and the
like
more
a force
trash we
field
have
from meteors.
kind of, but meteors would just smash right through all that
they would,
bullshit. These are like nothing little satellites that don't weigh much. So the more trash we have, the more likely somebody is to die crashing into it as we explore space more. And we've already had
birds in a plane engine.
Right, exactly. The space version. We've already had tons of live satellites end up being destroyed by dead ones starting back as late as 2009. And that, guys, is millions of dollars in repair every time. So you have to do something. We're
Right.
just
The good
wasting
ones
money
run
with
into
all
the
this
bad
space
ones.
trash.
Right.
Yeah. No, you got to
Right.
get rid of it.
I agree. It's a
Absolutely.
problem. I just don't think this is it.
Now,
Yeah, but Wes,
go
the
ahead.
new method is preferable because you don't have to touch anything, because you can easily wreck your space drone if you try to grapple onto a satellite and move it. And so while this is technically still a prototype looking for funding, something tells me that NASA will find the room, since China has already been cleaning up trash satellites of their own since 2021 with their SJ-21 grappling satellite. And so their thing is like a
That
space
seems impractical.
tugboat.
The grappling,
very
that's
impractical.
impractical.
They've used
Have you ever
it
played the
once
claw
before.
game? It's impossible to fucking get a stuffed animal.
It's very hard. They've done
I'm
it
so
once
good at the claw
successfully
game.
before. Right. But
This is Wes's calling.
I'm so good at the claw game.
Wes, you might be able to get a career out of this,
Yeah.
because like the space trash truck tugboat game is about to be huge from now
Yeah.
on. Like,
That's
it's for
gotta
real.
pay
This
well.
is
Yeah.
a burgeoning industry that it's kind of cool to like be living through, when space trash trucks and tugboats are like actually becoming a real industry.
That is
that's
a
gonna
cool
make
job.
tons of money.
Just
Trash
in a
men,
room.
awesome job. You know, like it needs to be done, pays well, but a lot of people maybe talk shit about it, right? I don't think you could frown upon a space trash guy. Like maybe, you know, that's
Yeah, but I'd much rather be a real trash man than this, because this is just
you mean
you in a
because
room.
you want to live?
There's no camaraderie.
I'm gonna die.
There's no like jokes about pussy, you know, while you're driving around. It's just you in a room and a joystick when you're doing this work.
You're with the
Yeah.
other drivers though. You're probably cracking tons of jokes.
I guarantee you, the space trash drivers are filthy.
You're popping
people.
Lucy's, you're cracking jokes. Back to the Hamas stuff real quick. Intern Jackson says no video was sent to the family. Mother said she now believes Shawnee was shot in the head the same day as the October 7th attack. Beheading is misinformation. Sorry about that, Jackson.
No, because her mom came out and said that she's in a weird statement saying that she's glad she didn't suffer and acknowledge the beheading. So I don't know who's right here, but I heard beheading
horrible.
too. Yeah.
Look, Hamas started this shit.
Frog
And
of
now
war.
Israel's taking it
Ribbit.
pretty far. It's horrible. It's all horrible. Picking a side unless you live over there or have skin in the game seems pretty ridiculous in my opinion, for the people sitting at home in the United States, like picking a side and like just being kind of annoying about it. It's just maybe
if you're not Jewish,
hope it stops. Yeah.
Or you know, Palestinian.
Right. I'm kind of looking at it like it's not my holy war, you know?
Right.
But you know, the U.S. does have a treaty obligation to
Sure
Back
has
to the
brought
space trash.
Sure has brought the anti-Semites out of the woodwork, though.
Oh yeah, well that anything will do that. Drop them.
It's amazing.
Give them an inch, they'll take.
It is amazing how
Um,
the anti-Semites surface over this one.
Jews can't catch a break. Just back to the space trash again. If we push it to their other planets, imagine if Duterte is in charge. Like, remember when he sent the trash back to Canada? We will send it back. Like that might start an international war.
For sure. Well, I think that like obviously China's already got this grappling satellite, right? And I mean, we have to do something, because China probably has less space trash than us, considering they haven't been putting stuff up as long as we have. Us and Russia must have the most. And so it's like it's already a liability. So you have to do something.
And they're probably just grappling our working satellites with this thing too.
China's developed a technology to spray paint, like tag a US sign on all the space trash to make it look like it's ours.
Basically, I think that's the fear. So far, I'm pretty sure they've only used their grappling satellite to move their own junk, but
yeah, sure.
Like when this causes a major incident, like kills like human beings on a space mission, like it's gonna be like, whose trash was it? Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, there's already been like, remember that Indian rocket that like came down and like I think it almost did some damage. It was a huge.
I thought that was a Chinese rocket. Wasn't it?
I think China's had some too. So have we. So is Russia.
Yeah.
Like the space trash is a serious issue. It's not.
It's an issue.
It's not going away.
Hey, listen. You're not gonna believe this. We're staying. We're not spaying anything. It's pets. We're staying in space. And I don't want to be labeled an anti-science guy. Okay, not even for shtick. That's not me. It was my least favorite subject in school, but it's been growing on me as an adult. My dad's a scientist. He loves it. Lots of cool things have been discovered and invented due to science. You know what I'm saying, right? You get it.
Yeah, it's important stuff. Yeah,
it's important.
I mean,
Yesterday's
just look at
show's
the AIDS
point.
stuff, the CRISPR.
right.
Absolutely. And thank you,
Facebook
science.
bugs. Yeah.
Thank you, CRISPR. But to yesterday's show's points, like all of a sudden, a scientific study comes out and everything you were told is wrong. Dinosaurs are birds. Rome controlled the Middle East with spy stations. Japan has double the amount of islands they thought they had. The Earth's core has an extra layer no one knew about. This is just a few of the things that have happened this year. Well, not the dinosaurs, but anyways, the list goes on. And in recent whoopsies discoveries,
Bruce Jenner's a woman.
Bruce Jenner's a woman.
Yeah.
You won't believe it.
Science.
Everything I thought.
This is, there's a lot of late whoopsie discoveries, and great. Let's keep discovering shit, but maybe this is why some people take scientists' discoveries with a grain of salt, right? Okay, Copernicus, because it turns out, guys, that the moon, the motherfucking moon, our only moon that is by far the closest thing in space to us besides some satellites Will talked about in the ISS, the only celestial body besides Earth that we know humans have visited for a fact. Even India's gotten there. The thing that controls Earth's oceans and tides with their gravitational pull. Ever heard of the moon?
Heard of it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Turns out the moon is now 40 million years older than we previously believed it to be all of a sudden.
Oh, wow. So they're pushing everything back on history. History is just way older than people were telling you your whole life.
Moon's 40 million years older, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, have you watched the new Netflix thing that's narrated by Morgan Freeman about the life on Earth that just came out? Oh, the time estimates they put on there and the creatures that they're making up is just fascinating. 500 million years ago, this is what the Succosaurus looked like, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's right. They know it all.
Oh, they probably write it with a dartboard, Like,
It's like in South Park when the manatees were floating with the balloons that they were making fun of Family Guy. This is how Family Guy comes up with their things. Look, a team from the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago, Illinois, says a mineral found in moon dust that was brought back from one of the 1972 U.S. moon missions, 200 pounds of rock. They tested a lot of the moon rock, and they estimated the moon to be this many years old, but they just tested one of the minerals from the moon rocks back in 1972, and oh shit, that means it's 40 million years older than we thought it was all of a sudden as of this week.
Okay,
it's a big difference.
Now, the moon is estimated to be 4.5 billion years old. So what's 40 million years is what some people are saying. But I mean, is it 4.5 billion years old?
You can't trust it, like you said. I mean, every time there's they say they know exactly how old something is, it gets older next time they study it.
We don't know shit about shit. Just listen to the theory on how the moon was formed 4.5 billion years ago. This is rich. NASA's official leading theory on how the moon formed involves a huge crash. NASA says a Mars-sized object likely crashed into Earth around 4.5 billion years ago, and then released materials from both Earth and the Mars-sized object. They're not calling it a comet or asteroid. They're just saying a Mars-sized object.
Couldn't it be Mars, technically?
Since part of that broke off, part of Earth broke off, and maybe this thing was made of egg because it formed like a giant perfect sphere, like a meatball, and then floated above us. That's how the perfect sphere, the moon, was created, from a Mars-sized object smashing into Earth, crashing into it, and forming a almost perfect sphere.
Well, doesn't gravity create the perfect sphere?
I don't know.
Yeah, gravity.
I don't know.
Yeah, the power of gravity. Yeah, and there was also an asteroid belt.
It binds it. Yeah, gravity binds it all together, and
it's
then
like
turns into the moon.
It's like
theory, I believe.
It's like the tides create sand over time. Gravity creates spheres.
Are you kidding me? A Mars-sized object hits the Earth, and then the Earth and that giant object form a perfect sphere. I don't know.
That has been the prevailing theory for a long time.
I've got a theory. Maybe the moon is potentially a human/alien base where the crazies aren't allowed, and they all get along civilly over there and laugh at us and watch us like a fucking reality show train wreck that we are. I think Earth might be moon's number 1 through 1,000 TV shows.
Mark, I hate to break it to you. Have you ever looked up Hollow Moon? Because it's an actual conspiracy theory that goes super deep.
Yeah, dude, there are people living in the moon. It's a spaceship. It's just
you need to look up Hollow Moon because it's
just as likely as just. Yeah, it's just as likely as fucking a Mars-sized object hit the Earth and created the moon. Could
there
be
are
a
a ton of
spaceship
people.
as well.
There are a ton of people. Like it's like the flat Earth movement, where they believe that the moon is like an alien base. It's like a superstructure that was built at some point. And it's called the Hollow Moon.
I believe it more than what NASA's saying. To be
Dude,
honest with you, I want in moon me.
They claim in this fucking thing I've been watching with Morgan Freeman that the thing that extinct the dinosaurs was an asteroid the size of Mount Everest.
Right
Now,
how come that didn't create a moon?
Mars isn't so much smaller than Earth. If Mars hit the Earth,
yeah, we'd be fucked.
Everything would be done.
It wouldn't turn into a moon.
Again, it was 4.5 billion years ago when the planets were tighter around the sun, I think is the theory. And then as they spread out, you know,
I want in moon me. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll do dishes or whatever shit chore you're supposed to do for the first whatever on the moon. Yeah, the moon's 40 million years older. Go fuck.
Get one of these liars on the podcast.
Go fuck yourself. Give me a break, scientist. Did you know that the moon?
Producer Eric says this segment is the perfect example of why our accuracy got fucked in the ass. By
here we go. Here's a NASA butt kisser. Did you know that the moon used to be much, much closer to the Earth than it is now? It could be that it's drifting away due to whatever is happening in space.
10 billion years ago, it was a lot closer, Mark.
No, this close. It could be that it's drifting away slowly because of space, and that maybe the gravity of space, because Earth is bigger and it's smaller, we're not moving with it at the same rate. It's somehow moving further away from us. Who knows? Maybe that's why it's happening, or maybe
it's like magnets.
The people on the spaceship are like, shit, these assholes are learning how to travel into space. We got to get further away from them. They can get to us.
Well, I think we got to the bottom of it.
Could be any of these. You know what? The thing is, it could be any of these.
Right.
Yeah, it's all theoretical.
And I don't want to hear that it couldn't be. All right. There you go. Yeah. Science. That's science by me.
Science by Mark.
Nice.
All right.
That clears it up, Mark. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I know.
Intern Jackson saying Wes was right about the gravity forming spheres and all that, but I'm more interested in Hollow Moon than I ever have been at this moment.
Yeah. Keep telling me the moon's 40 million years older.
Mm-hmm. Where's Jack Severed been? I bet he knows the answer to all this. Where's he been?
Yeah. He's just like he's putting his face in his palm right now. He can't.
Maybe he got beamed up to the moon, Wes.
Yeah. He's in some exotic location. I can guarantee that.
Hey, he joined the Discord. Shout out to Jack. He joined the Discord. He's in Spain. He was posting his beautiful likes in Spain.
Oh, was he? Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
motherfuckers everywhere. You guys know who Jack Doherty is? YouTuber.
Only because of this story that you're about to tell. No, okay. I didn't know who he was.
I know Eric. I bet Eric knows who he is and probably watches his videos, right, Eric? Right, Eric? Yeah.
Jack
he's 20 years old. He's got 12.1 or 12.3 million subscribers.
Eric says no, he's not.
Fuck no.
Big. That's a big account. 12 million.
12.3 million subscribers. That dude is loaded, right? He's got videos of like he's just buying his brother's Teslas and shit. Anyway, what I learned in doing this story is how fucked we are as a country and how fucked the generation that finds Jack to be awesome. And I got really angry. I got really angry doing this story, watching his videos. So now I'm going to subject you guys to some of the same torture. Oh, okay. Are you guys ready to meet Jack Doherty?
Okay.
YouTube sensation.
Not really, but okay.
Well, you're going to. Here's one of his videos. I might play you a couple.
Is it possible to go on a date with multiple girls at the same time? I took a hot picture and posted it on my Instagram story telling girls you can meet me at McDonald's. And once I posted it, I ran outside and pulled up to McDonald's with my McLaren. I sat there waiting and waiting until finally the girls showed up. Subscribe if you think I can pull this off.
Are you Jack?
Yes.
Hi. Are you Jack?
Yo, what's up, homie?
I saw your flyer.
Hey, man.
Who are you?
Shirtless.
Hello, yes, right this way.
I came for the food.
Anything you like, I get it for you. Here you guys go.
Oh, he's all over.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Let's restart. New table. I'm sorry. All right, fresh start. So, what do you guys do for a living?
OnlyFans.
All right, I'm out. Subscribe.
That was so staged. Okay,
No.
so he does stage sketches. Blah blah blah.
I hated every second of that.
Oh, you're gonna let's watch one more. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Which one's better? First, I went inside of the Starbucks and asked for, may I please get the best drink that you guys have? Make it the best you can because we're comparing it to Dunkin'.
Hi, you can't do that.
Hey, stop right now. All right, apparently this is the best drink. Then we went inside of Dunkin' and we asked them for their best drink. And once we had both drinks, it was time to compare the two. Subscribe if you think the Starbucks drink is better.
And like if you think the Dunkin' drink is better.
All right, time to try the Starbucks one. Not bad. And now Dunkin'. Ew, the Starbucks one was definitely better. Subscribe.
What the
Subscribe.
fuck?
Subscribe.
Oh,
So
man.
that's,
he just brings hot chicks with them to do sketches, and then that one was
does
obviously sponsored by Starbucks. So
Right. Yeah. He also does stuff where you'll like go into like a Walmart and be like, what's the first thing that comes to your, what's the first word that comes to your, head? And whatever someone says, they'll go buy it for him. Like he's obnoxious and he tries to give back by buying people's shit sometimes. Anyway, terrible. Huge. He's huge, super rich for no reason. But he's making big news because his bodyguard, who goes by Kane Kong, and who is also an influencer on IG and who used to be the baby's bodyguard and also did something similar I'm about to show you when he was working for the baby.
Beat up queers.
Close.
top guess. I mean, if anybody's gonna guess what the baby's bodyguard did,
Yeah.
He certainly
went to
someone
the
out.
parking lot and bashed some head. Yeah.
So in Hollywood, influencers meet up and they have these influencer parties where like the Island Boys will all of a sudden show up. And I guess there was a party being thrown. Snoop Dogg was the entertainer, and it was a Halloween themed party. And I guess this guy Jack went up to another influencer named Karina Kopf and asked to be on his live stream. And she said, "No, get away from me, you loser." And then an argument ensued. And these dudes confronted Jack, and then his bodyguard, Kane Kong, knocked the fuck out of some dude. Here's the video.
Don't touch me.
I'm just saying, walk.
You're
Chill. No. You all said walk. Who you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all said just walk. Then walk. Oh! Who the fuck you talking
it was so easy.
Oh, no, stop.
Yeah. I mean, he threw that at like 40%.
He did.
He did.
What's up? Hey, one by one. What's up?
Kid was
If he threw that 100%, it would have killed the guy.
Easy. And now the girls are coming after him, and he's like, "What, bitch?"
I'm flat your shit.
King.
Oh, flatten your shit. Yeah,
Why'd
he
you do
already
that,
did it.
King Kong?
He already flattened shit. Yeah.
What are you doing, Kane?
I mean, it's definitely assault, though. So I mean,
Oh, yeah.
having that
That's what
having
this guy
that filmed,
does.
and then he
That's what
posted.
this guy does.
he's-
That's why this guy hired him. He saw what he did for DaBaby. Like you get this guy, and if anyone talks shit to you, he punches them in the face.
Right,
Dude, he's like
Yeah, but his
6'8".
boss-
He's giant.
Yeah.
Sure, but his boss posting the video
Oh, yeah.
of the incriminating evidence.
Right.
Uh,
Well, that's why Jack's an idiot.
Well, like this comment, Will, is exactly what you said. You
Yeah.
basically sent your security guard to jail by posting
Yeah.
this. Now
Yeah.
the lawsuit will most likely be in your lap as well. Way to go. Because Jack posted, "Yo, my bodyguard just fucking leveled this dude. Check out the video. Subscribe." You know.
Okay.
So, yeah. Pretty nuts.
This makes this comment make more sense. Intern Jackson says this guy makes me ashamed of my name. Yeah, I mean it
Yeah.
would. And your
Oh, he's-
generation probably too, Jackson. I mean that's
Dude.
some dumb stuff right there.
Yeah, Jackson's luckily a few years older, but he's definitely looped in with this 20-year-old a little bit by name and generation. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see a Kane Kong original video?
I've seen
yeah.
him.
It's got to be
He does
creative.
horror stuff, right?
No, well,
Like action.
he does like some horror, but he also
Yeah.
does like skits. Here,
Okay.
I'll
I
play-
saw a horror sketch he did.
Crazy, bro.
Better mind your own business, you big bitch.
They're actually
call you
more
back, bro.
racist than ours. Jesus.
What you just say?
I almost didn't recognize you without your donkey, you Shrek bitch.
Bro, I'll beat your ass, man. You better chill out.
You're not gonna do shit. I dare you to come over here and beat the shit out of me.
There's a white guy
You
acting
got one
like
more
a
time, bro. I'm trying to warn you, bro.
Mexican
Your mama
guy.
raised a bitch. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pay her a visit right now. Come over here. Grab me. Grab me.
That's
Yeah, what's up now, huh?
Pulls him out
What's
of the
up?
car.
Oh shit.
Oh, he beat his
Damn, bro.
pants.
Yo, this nigga
He's
ain't got
also
no
he has
legs.
no legs.
Oh, he's a
Oh, no legs.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
He
Get
has
up.
no legs.
What are you doing with my boyfriend?
Oh, I was just helping him. I was just helping him put him in the...
What a twist! I gotta say.
Wow.
Anyway, you get it.
You know what's interesting? I don't want to
Kong
give King
original.
Kong too much, time, but the one I saw was a horror sketch where he had a shotgun and he had to kill people that were invading his house, and it was a series of little people. They were all like actual little people. So
Oh, he's
he
big
hangs
into
out
like
with
disability
disabilities.
humor.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
huge
yeah,
into
yeah.
disability content.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
He's
crazy.
like, I'm so huge now. Watch
Right.
me mess with these disabled folks.
I can take on 8 midget, or sorry, shouldn't
Hilarious.
use that word. It's live. Edit that out and post. It's like the question, like how many little people would it take to take
Right.
on King Kong? He answers
Right.
that in the sketches. Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
okay.
right. It's like 8.
Okay. Well, that's what you're dealing with. So, Kane's going to jail though. From the looks of the video, where he just knocked out a guy that wasn't coming at him or attacking him.
He was just talking, and then
Yeah, he's just
Kane
talking.
flattened him, as he said in the video after flattening him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
ready
all
to
of his
flatten
all of
everyone.
his videos are him shooting people in the chest with shotguns or
Yeah,
punching
he's
them
big
in
in the
face.
guns. Yeah.
He's like, when it goes to trial, and they're like, Kane, like, do you have a history of this? He's, to baby, he's knocked out a few guys. All of his content's knocking out guys. It's gonna be,
He's enormous.
not good for Kane.
He's enormous. Real quick, because I know I'm going long. A troubled young man in Colorado, kind of frankly a hero, if you ask me. And he showed all other psychos who plan to commit mass murders and then kill themselves the correct order of doing things.
Got it.
You see, police in
reverse it,
Denver,
right,
he reversed it. They're saying that a heavily armed man, 20 years old, killed himself rather than shoot up the mountaintop amusement park Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park on Saturday. So they found him in the women's bathroom. He was heavily armed with an AR style rifle, a handgun, explosives. He was wearing body armor and tactical clothing. Yeah, in the women's bathroom. They found
stalls to set up in.
Yeah, I guess they found a message in the women's bathroom where he was also killed, saying, "I am not a killer. I just want to get into the caves." So they think he had planned on shooting on a mass, a massacre, but instead decided to kill himself instead. So crisis averted, and that's a good lesson to everyone else planning on doing this. This is the order you should do it in: is you shoot yourself before you kill other people. So
avoid both, but
avoid both. But if you're gonna do it, that's the order to do it.
If you find yourself in a public women's restroom with body armor and a ton of heavy artillery, maybe turn it on yourself.
That's the move. If you get there, really try to avoid getting there, though. I mean,
right?
Yeah, you don't.
They also think he might have been associated with law enforcement because he had patches and emblems on his clothes. So
he wanted to be in law enforcement,
right? Probably
more
information.
Probably got like one misdemeanor and he thinks he can't. One of those classic myths. His life's ruined.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, he did. Yeah. Compared to mass murderers, yes, did the noble thing.
Richard Card should have done it this way.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Do you guys think? Was that the main guy? Fuck that dude.
Yeah. The main guy. Yeah.
You think he offed himself, or do you think he got shot and then just like don't want to do the paperwork?
No, he left a suicide note.
Oh,
this guy or I mean, both of them left a note.
It sounds like he offed himself, but who knows?
I'd like to hope that someone got to him and then they just didn't want to do the paperwork. Like in Raw Deal, you'll be filling out paperwork for days. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I like to think that someone got to shoot him in the head. Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of here.
We'll be doing paperwork for days.
If you haven't seen Raw Deal, an early Arnold Schwarzenegger film, worth it. Check it out. All right, let's move along. Biden has announced the first ever AI regulations in the United States in an executive order signed on Monday. There he is signing it October 30th. President Biden commenced the process of AI regulation in the United States, and let's hear it straight from him on why he thinks we need these new rules.
Happening, AI devices are being used to deceive people. Deepfakes use AI-generated audio and video to smear reputations, spreads fake news, and commit fraud. With AI, fraudsters can take 3-second, and you all know this, 3-second recording of your voice. I've watched one of me on a couple times. I said, when the hell did I say that? But all kidding aside,
So being fooled by deep fakes of himself is apparently one of the reasons that President Biden wants to get a handle on this AI issue. And it appears he also wants to get a handle on all that sweet AI data for the government, because that's mostly what the executive order is about. Using the powers of the Defense Production Act, Biden is requiring all leading AI developers to now share their data with the National Institute of Standards and Technology to ensure they are safe for the public. It also proposes having to label all AI created material with a special watermark. Google, Meta, and OpenAI have agreed to some of these provisions, but all of them probably need to be passed by Congress in order to be totally legal and enforceable. So like a lot of AI developers may not hand over their data willingly. It's just an executive order, right? So
yeah, I'm happy they're starting to regulate it a little bit, but yeah, that is one of the main things probably that AI could be used for, is to trick elderly into giving up their money. And instead of like cold calling, you can just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
They need to do something about it.
That's the next level of conning old people in Florida out of their money.
Yeah.
Right. Just like the space trash, we're like one of the only
This
main
is your
contributors,
grandson.
right, that haven't done anything about it yet. There's also provisions for studies about workforce impacts and civil rights impacts of AI, but those are just reviews. So it's just like they'll create best practices or whatever. President Biden apparently prepared for the big announcement by watching Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 at Camp David recently. The villain in that film is a rogue AI, and it helped Biden understand the issue better, according to the Associated Press. So
yeah, so how come all these movies have had rogue AIs be the bad guy for like decades, and we okay.
Yeah.
But this one we're gonna.
That's not a joke. Somehow the Associated Press printed that he prepared for the AI regulation by watching Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
You're upsetting my dog. This is ridiculous.
So the USA is now the last of the major AI developing nations between China and the EU to implement any AI protocols from the government at all. And the 80-year-old commander-in-chief staked at least some of that planning on a Mission Impossible movie because he was fooled by a deep fake of himself.
Do you think rogue AI could obviously it could take any car right now and crash it, because like all cars are, any car like past 2000 whatever is like computerized, especially like Teslas.
Well, the drive systems aren't, but yeah, Teslas for sure.
And then and what about a rogue AI? Could it also not only crash all the cars, probably all the airplanes at the same time?
For sure.
Airplanes at the same time. What about launching all the nuclear weapons? I imagine it could hack into the different countries' nuclear weapons. That's all computerized, right?
All the bad stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
You would think it's possible. Again,
we could do all of that at the same time.
We've had sentient AI in the defense satellite network of the United States since like 2016, 2017. So
right. Well, it's not angry enough yet, or sentient enough. Yeah.
We need to get going on this, just like space trash. Yeah.
Why don't they just program the space trash satellites to just move out of our orbit instead of staying in our orbit from here on out? Maybe that should be a regulation they should pass, is you got to program a flight path out of our orbit before you decommission it.
Well, because they just die out in space and then they get stuck there. They don't.
Why don't we put AI to work getting rid of all the space trash?
Yeah. Hopefully it control, well, no, because we know that's jobs. We need those space trash truck driver jobs, space tugboat captain jobs for humans.
I mean, if they're going to take some jobs, wouldn't you rather than be in outer space though than here? I don't know. I'd rather than take no jobs.
But, vacuum of space.
They're going to take every job very soon.
Eventually. And then we'll figure out what to do from there. Also, federal news.
All these people are worried about the immigrants taking our jobs. I mean, come on. It's AI, guys.
That will take them quicker. Also, federal news and another person that makes you wonder how they've survived on Earth this long. Sam Bankman-Fried finally took the stand in his crypto Ponzi trial on Monday, and by all accounts, he also appeared to have no idea why anything he did, like stealing $8 billion from customers, would be illegal at all. So maybe he should have taken a plea. We'll see what happens at the end of that trial, which should be sometime next month. And the last political thing, here is a video of Gavin Newsom, who's in China this week, trying to spin a basketball on his finger poorly and then charging a tiny Chinese kid before hugging his ass. And then, guys. There he goes. Nice spin on the finger.
Wow, cool spin.
He got about 1 second. Does a spin
Truck.
move?
That's a charge. That's a charge. Kid didn't even
Feet
move.
were set.
Smack him.
Slaps him on the ass. Hugs him.
Gives me a big hug.
Kid just said ow.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
total
Gavin,
pedo
it's
move.
Yeah.
Full
That's
grown
what
man.
pedos do. Yeah. They
How old
pretend
is
to-
that kid, Wes? You know, that he just
He's about 8. Yeah. Well, the New York Post article said Gavin Newsom plows through Asian kid
He did. That's what he did.
on basketball court.
He just trucked that kid.
Yeah, he plowed right through that Asian kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even Boris Johnson did it better when he was playing rugby and he trucked the
yeah.
kid. I think that kid was like 12. This kid is tiny and Chinese.
What's Gavin Newsom doing over in China anyway?
He met with Xi. He wants, he's trying to get money probably.
Right.
I would assume.
He's got, yeah. Why don't you fix your
Trucking kids, dude. That's what
fix
he's
your
doing over
fucking
there.
state before you-
Trucking kids.
Yeah.
All right. Let's end it with this one. Did you guys hear about Bobby the dog?
Did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you know about Bobby?
Oldest
I know
dog
it was-
ever, right?
Yeah, oldest dog ever.
That's
Spain or Portugal, right?
31
Portugal,
years
right?
old.
Portugal, yeah.
That's right. Bobby the Portuguese Mastiff lived until the incredible age of 31 years and 168 days before recently passing away as by far the oldest dog of all time. He was about 210 in human years or something like that. The oldest dog prior to Bobby happened to be, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, was Bluey, who was 29 years and 160 days. Bobby, a little over 2 years, almost exactly 2 years older. And
Is
then
Bluey,
third place,
is that who the show's named after? Bluey?
I
Crazy.
don't know. Could
No,
be.
that's Blippy.
Well, there's Bluey the dog show.
Bluey the dog before.
Oh, is
Blippi.
there? Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Bluey's hot.
Yeah.
Bluey's hot with the kids now.
Oh, yeah,
It's an
Bluey the dog.
Australian
Right.
show where the dogs are the family. Anyways.
Maybe. And then before that was Taffy at 27 years, so 2 years before. So pretty big difference. I mean, like in human years, that would be about like 10 to 15 years, 2 full years difference,
Yeah.
right? That's a significant lead for Bobby, RIP. And with Bobby looking like this right before his death, there is some skepticism as to whether Bobby lived to an impossible age or not. And now
looks like a 31-year-old dog.
And now the Guinness Book of
Wait,
World
put the
Records
picture back up again. Let's see how
these are like not necessarily on death's door, but these are like, within the past couple of years.
Yeah, he's still 29 or something. He's got the record things behind him.
Yeah. Right.
You'd think he'd have a little bit more gray on him, right?
There's the record. Yeah. I mean, that dog looks like he's 5, to be honest. But
He does, yeah.
hey, look, there's some question now against Book of World Records is investigating to see whether the Bobby born in 1999 is the Bobby who just died. Apparently there's some photos going around with internet detectives and saying the paws are completely different colors on these two dogs. Look, here's the thing. Of course it's a different dog. Of fucking course it is. Okay. Dogs don't live until 31 and a half. They just don't, but let it go. It's a nice story and we need this. We don't need to look into this. The dog is fine.
I'd
It's
rather
not the
give
right
Bluey
dog.
the title again. Because
You think so?
This is a weights and
Why
fish
does it matter?
scenario.
Why does it matter? Please don't look into
You're stealing
this.
Bluey's
Because I know
title.
the answer. I know what's going to come out of this. It's
It also-
obviously not the same dog.
It also makes me feel bad that my dogs aren't living to be 31. Like, what am I doing wrong?
No, it gives you hope. I think the opposite. It gives you hope if this dog lived to 31. That's why we need this story to stay intact. It gives you hope that maybe your dog can live longer. I hope a dog lives till 74. Wouldn't you want your dog to live till
We'll just
31?
keep buying dogs that
Of
look
course.
identical, and you can have the same life as this one.
I mean, don't you guys go to the movies? Don't you ever watch movies? You ever suspend belief sometimes? Like, you ever read a fiction book? How about we all just pretend that Bobby lived till 212 in human years?
Well, then they need to strip his owner, though, who's monetarily.
Well, he shouldn't get any money.
Right.
Don't donate to his funeral or anything like that. Don't buy any Bobby merch.
And strip his fucking title.
No, because then you're admitting that the dog didn't live till
Do
31.
they have
That's my
Bluey
whole point.
merch? Does Bluey have a
Probably.
page? I don't know.
Probably. Lionel
Support Bluey.
Costa, Bobby's owner, who you see here, like, with all the certificates and stuff. Lionel Costa, Bobby's owner, and Big Fat Liar, by the way, said that the secret to Bobby outliving his breed's life expectancy by about 18 years was lots of love. Bobby never wore a leash or was chained. Bobby's diet of human food, not processed dog food, and the fact that out there in the Portuguese countryside, there aren't a lot of people, and it's super easy to pretend one Portuguese Mastiff is the same as another older Portuguese Mastiff after it passes away at a not at a not supernatural age.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, look, it's like this is like 3 kids in a trench coat pretending to be an adult. We know that Bobby didn't live till 31.
Does that mean Bluey didn't live till 29?
I don't know. I don't know where it stops, but 31, no fucking chance. Remember the woman in France that pretended to be her dead mother to collect checks, and she claimed to be like 150?
Yeah.
Similar shit going on here. Just stop the investigation, though.
It's just like that, yeah.
No one needs to hear that it's a fraud. It obviously is. 31-year-old dog, sure.
He didn't even pick
it's like having a 1,000-year-old turtle.
Yeah. He didn't even pick a small dog either. I would have maybe like Chihuahua.
Mastiff.
It's so unbelievable. Yeah, being that big of a dog. It's Portuguese.
Your life expectancy is like 13.
Yeah, it's
he lived till 31.
And he lived 3 times longer than
How did he dupe all these people with the records?
I don't know. Well, so they did a DNA test, but the DNA test doesn't say exact age at all. It just says like breed and like that the dog isn't young. Like so there's no
the dog.
It's
So
basically
Bobby's son.
It's kind of up to the owners to be honest, or if
He got
like
Bobby's son that looked the most like him, and then
vet records help. But like you can obviously fake that in a Portuguese countryside or just say that this dog is the same dog. Even Bobby's origin story is suspicious. Costa said that his father used to find puppies at the farm and kill and bury them because it was easier than having a bunch of dogs running around the farm, but that Bobby hid in a wood pile and was discovered by Costa and his siblings, who then hid the puppy from their serial puppy killing father and secretly raised him. Awfully similar to the origin story of Zeus or the baby from Willow, or basically any child of prophecy in fictional storytelling.
The midget from Willow, right, Mark?
No, Willow's oh shit. No.
Oh, yeah,
also, like if his dad was really a serial dog killer, wouldn't it set him up to do something shady on the records? Like if that was
pretty weird story. It's a pretty weird story that he decided to tell about Bobby's origin stories. Danny Chambers, a veterinarian and council member of the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons, said that of the 18,000 members of the Veterinary Voices group he runs, quote, not a single one of my veterinary colleagues believed Bobby was actually 31 years old.
Right. There you go. Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. He
made me look crazy too.
18,000 out of 18,000 vets are calling bullshit. But look, again, let's not look into it. Bobby was 31. Let's have some hope and some mystery and some, right?
Yeah.
Sure. The moon's 40 million years older. Bobby's
I'm
31.
still going to look up see if I can
Believe
get a
all
Bluey shirt.
Yeah.
Original
Yeah, you're
Bluey.
pissed now. Now your team.
Well, I want Bluey. He got his record stolen. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, by an imposter. Real quick from the internet, intern Jackson, he let me know I did nail it. Gavin Newsom is there for money reasons. California and China do 166 billion, making them their biggest trade partner. So yeah, that's why he's over there trying to get money.
They buy up a lot of real estate in California.
Bigger number than a Portuguese dog's age. Big number. But yeah, obviously it's bullshit. So sorry to all the Bobby fans out there. Your bubble's about to get burst when Guinness Book of World Records says no.
Oh yeah, I mean they're probably gonna kick him out, right?
They should have dyed his hair gray at least.
It's like in Meet the Fuckers when he spray painted the one cat's tail. Hey, look, it's Jinxie.
Bluey was a tiny dog. That is believable.
Right. That dog's like what the other dog's like 70 pounds. They don't live that long.
Bobby was 15.
Right.
The other Bobby was 17. Combined, they were 31.
Right. Yeah.
The original Bobby lived for fucking ever, and the guy thought he was onto something with a 20-year-old Mastiff, and the Bobby one died in his late teens, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I only made
back the odometer and sold us a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. Huh. Crazy.
That's today's show.
Nice.
80% accurate.
Yeah. At least.
That's definitely 80% accurate.
Absolutely. Tell us otherwise with all the bullshit.
The part about the hollow moon is probably 100% accurate, honestly. So
hey, you want to put a misinformation label on it, you can, but I'd say you should put a misinformation label on the 40 million years older than thing too. Just put it on just be consistent is what I would say.
That's right.
It's true.
Anyways, that's the show. We love y'all. Get out there and have a great fucking day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. They have tools to test.